Wreaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
And what is up, everybody? It is Wreaker, and welcome to Sly Cooper 2 Band of Thieves. Just a quick intro, saw the opening cutscene and whatnot. This is a direct sequel to the game I played on the channel a while back, Sly 1, Sly Cooper and Thieves Raccoonus. I should learn how to talk and run at the same time. It might help. But anyway, there we go. This is a direct sequel. As you can see, a lot of things look different graphically. I am playing this on the PS3 version, like I did the first one.
Okay,
and yeah, I got my PS3 working again. It only took a little bit of hassle, but got it out of storage from when I moved, and then found out I needed to replace the disk drive because the other one just part broke off inside of it, so it wouldn't take discs anymore. Fun times. Anyway, but wanted to get this game going. As you can see, we got a few new moves. We actually have a charge spin attack. Other changes, we have a couple of different attacks, but we also have a health meter compared to the charm system, like a lot of the old platformers used to do. Kind of like Mario Mushroom and stuff like that. So health bars are definitely a different change to it. We also have we don't have it yet, but when we get gadgets, we will unlock a gadget meter, and it will just kind of fill into the bottom part of the health there. One fun fact I always like about this little museum level is they have concept art from the first and second game all over the place. So, yeah. Also, the return of the Binocucoms. So, unfortunately, unlike the first game, you can't control the heads during the cutscenes. But it is what it is.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Anytime you see something blue and sparkly, it's circle button. Sometimes it's jump and hit circle button, sometimes it's just circle button. But yeah, another change. We actually start out with this moveset from the get-go instead of learning it two-fifths the way through the game like the first game. But there's some moves that we learn early on in that game that we don't learn early on in this one. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. And as you can hear, we got Murray! And Murray is the muscle. Definitely not the brains.
I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept at a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel
some of that raw energy into the security model during cutscenes and all that?
It is nothing before the Murray.
I really need to get rigged to where I can stick out my tongue. But depression's been a little bit of a struggle this week.
All clear.
It's one of those things of I've meant to do it, but yeah,
Another barrier stands
motivation
before
has
you.
not been there.
Fear not.
But
I shall
I worked
bend
out
it
today.
like the truth.
I've been trying to take care of myself a little bit better. I actually cooked food. So, yeah. Little
Solid
steps.
work,
Little
Murray.
steps.
You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope.
I
You
feel
go
you,
ahead
buddy.
and
I
unlock
feel you.
the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
I'm interested to see if my microphone picked up me popping my neck there. We'll see. And now we meet our favorite foxy
I don't get
lady.
it, Sly. The clockwork part
Well, I
should
guess
be
I
here.
spoiled it.
This is all wrong.
But
We
here's
need
the
to
big
pull the
reveal.
plug on this operation right now.
There we
Freeze,
go.
Cooper.
Inspector Fox.
And yes,
As
different voice
beautiful
actor.
and unpredictable as
If I
ever.
remember correctly, Carmelita has a
Whereas
different
you
voice
crooks are
actor
so
in each
predictable.
game.
You always return to the scene of the
So
crime.
yeah.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts?
He hasn't stolen anything except
you got
Carmelita's
the
heart.
motive.
Let's be honest.
Someone already
She just
stole
doesn't
the
want to
parts?
admit it.
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Carmelita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts? Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than Sly Cooper! After him! Freeze!
Alright, so we have kind of a chase sequence just to kind of
Wait up, Sly!
explain
Murray. It's time to go.
or introduce you to a run mechanic, I guess.
Hold still!
But yeah,
This wasn't part of the
to make
plan.
Yeah,
to make
well,
long story short,
this is where things get fucked.
Clockwork, the main big bad from the first game, had all of his parts in a museum, all his robot owl parts, and the gang was going to try to
This is getting a
steal
little hot. You
the
guys go
parts
warm
to
up the van.
dispose of them
I'll keep
properly, but
Carmelita
they were
busy.
beat to the punch.
You're all going to jail.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
So now we are escaping and trying to figure out how to actually get these parts, who stole them, where they're at now, and all that fun stuff.
You can't run forever!
You can definitely tell some textures did not get updated
Stop, thief!
with the PS2 to PS3 conversion there. You notice the hotel sign.
Freeze!
It's little, kind of barely legible,
You can't run forever!
but anyway.
I'm headed toward your position. Jump in fast so we can get out of here.
And boom.
I'll find you, Cooper!
No, you won't. Anyways, one thing that actually still looks good, even though I don't think they even touched it up
Carmelita's
from PS2
just
to
as
PS3,
angry as ever. She's
and I
really
can kind
quite
of tell this
lovely when
because
she's
they did
angry.
not
That Constable
like
Neela was a reference to the claw gang, just a
resize
slip of the tongue.
the output
or an
ratio
intentional
for these
clue.
cutscenes here.
Either way,
These
it's her only
cutscenes,
lead
the
on
cartoon
missing
style
clockwork
still looks
parts.
amazing.
Clockwork.
If I knew how
He
to
was
draw, I would
consumed with jealousy
probably
for the
draw my
Cooper clan's
character
thieving reputation.
in this style, but
Is it inappropriate
I-
to refer to
I
him
can't
as a
draw.
monster? No, not at
sad
all.
days.
What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is
Music
real.
here is low-key.
Does the Claw Gang even
Very, very
realize
good.
what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
That is one thing I will say about the Sly Cooper series, that even though certain games are looked down upon, go ahead and ignore that. Certain games, essentially Game 4, Thieves in Time, is looked down upon due to just some story elements and stuff like that. And eventually we'll play through the game, and I'll talk about that stuff then. But one thing that Sly Cooper, especially in the first 3 games, had was very good art style,
a sort of underworld celebrity,
and very good,
equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back alley crimes.
Phone went off. Very good music.
He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own
these
visionary
cutscenes.
style.
Yeah, there's again wrong aspect ratio for the cutscenes, but
unfortunately,
they're still so very well done. Like,
for his
I'd be fine with the game today. Like, if they went with an art style to where this would fit.
Forging old masterpieces.
Yeah, I would love this style cutscene because they're very well done.
Dimitri now runs a
they keep your attention.
On the west side. The thumping music,
they
colorful light shows,
put out a story,
danger, lure in chic young
but
patients from far and wide. And it's here,
also this song,
where we'll
hear it later.
Clockwork tail feathers.
Still one of my favorite video game songs.
What Dimitri plans to do
Not
with
just
the
because the
clockwork part
song is literally
me,
titled Greasy Sweet,
but those plans
but yeah.
Tonight.
The Black Chateau. And this will be kind of the, especially the first couple missions are tutorials. Pretty much everything we do in this first chapter, per se, will be done again throughout the rest of the game. And yeah. This is one thing that I wish they had done in the rest of the episodes. But episode 1, this is the only one that gives you like an entrance to the safe house. And I'll go ahead and get the mission started. But it's the only one with extra cutscenes and all that. And I wish they had done it when it introduces the boss in a... It won't be this episode, but or won't be this episode of the playthrough. But when it introduces the boss of this level episode, it will do a little cutscene for the boss, and it's the only one that he's the only boss that happens for. So it's one of those things of they had great ideas, wish they did it more.
Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
And yeah, essentially all that was hey, we have a new style of holographic marker for you to go find to start your missions in this game. Because in the last one was essentially like a teal / cyan glowing sun thing. So yeah, it would look a little bit out of place here, which is why I think they went with this. I know some people call them GTA markers, and I kind of understand it. But essentially, whenever you see those, if you have the correct character, just walk in and you begin a mission. And then your little mission objectives are those little bullseye.
How am I supposed to do that?
Bullseye style ones.
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
And like I said earlier, good majority of the moves in this game are circle button based. That's kind of... I know there's a meme. I think it just might be because I'm part of the Sly Cooper community. When you're not sure how to do something, just jump and hit circle button. Or if you see something blue and shiny, press circle. But yeah,
I've uploaded the next waypoint into your Thief
fun
inventory.
fact that I was just thinking about
Click the
during that
L3
last
button
cutscene
to
though.
locate your next objective.
I know a lot of people haven't played Sly Cooper or even heard of it, which amazes me because this is like the game franchise. The two game franchises I grew up with were Madden and Sly Cooper. And then I would have a couple games here and there from different franchises, but I wouldn't like have played the entire franchise. Also, this is a... Get back here. This is a... I'm failing. This is a new mechanic in this game. You can pickpocket loot. So you can be a little gremlin. And yeah, those stealth takedowns, they do make noise. So they will alert guards. I'm having a wonderful time making these jumps. There we go. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I have OBS pulled up with the capture card on my other monitor and I keep looking over at it. So I'm going to blame it on that instead of saying I'm a bad gamer. So yeah. But anyway, it blows my mind that a lot of people haven't heard of Sly Cooper. But if you are on YouTube at all,
Only one more to go.
on like the video game history or talking about some sort of almost heist style, like some sort of stealthy back music to just like gaming videos, you're gonna hear Sly Cooper music. I don't have any videos off the top of my head that are this case, but there's been a few times that I've just been watching stuff on YouTube and I'll just hear, like they're talking about some super secret spy mission and you just hear Sly Cooper music. And most people don't catch that reference. Again, it baffles my
All in a
mind.
night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Anyway,
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some
and we're gonna lose track as I take a drink.
of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
Yep. And one audio clue, if you can hear a weird sound that's not the music, it's actually... Yeah, flipping around. It's those bottles. So if you're ever playing this game and you can't find stuff, just, if you can, listen. And one trick you can do is actually go to options. You can turn your music volume all the way down. I will set it back here in a minute. But you can get it to where you can just hear the bottles clinking. Alright. But that's another big change of this game from the first one. It was a little bit risky because, especially when you have direct sequels, you don't want to really change too much. But unlike the first game, which had separate levels with kind of a central hub
Good to see you, little buddy.
to get to each level,
I guess the way through the wine
this one,
cellar
every
started by
level
those
is a
rats.
mission
Bentley thought you
inside
might
the
like
main
some
hub.
help clearing
Now there's
them
some
out.
times where you like go inside
Sounds like
buildings
fun.
and
You
it's
and
kind
me,
of a
back to
TARDIS
back?
effect
Totally.
to where the building isn't
Outnumbered,
as big on
fighting
the outside.
impossible odds.
But
It's perfect.
All right,
yeah.
pal. Let's get
Gotta
to
love
it.
Murray's always wanting to fight.
Fear the
But this is kind of your combat tutorial. I almost proxied the rat. That's fun. Haven't done that for a while. But yeah, those rats, they can hit you with a with their get up animation. They can kind of kick
Let me
you,
lower those bars for you.
so you gotta be careful on that.
There you go.
But
to get over this thing, you'll have to double
all the
jump.
missions are
Hit the X
kind of
button
in
to
and
jump.
around the main hub,
Then, while in the air,
and
press
it's a
it
different
again to get some
structure
extra
instead of,
airtime.
oh, you need 3 keys to unlock the next area,
like you're on your
and then you
own
need all
from
7
here.
to fight the boss. Here,
I'm
it's
used
you
to
have
it.
to do all the
Thanks for the help.
missions still,
Anytime, partner.
but it's kind of different phases of a heist like Ocean's 11 style heist.
Sly, in order to get past these lasers, you
Fun
need
new
to
mechanic
crawl
with
under
crawling.
that table. To do that, get near the table
It's honestly
and
pretty
press the
useful,
circle
especially
button.
if you're not good at combat.
These
You can hide
flashlight guards are too
easily
tough to fight
and get
head
around
on.
some
Crawl under
guards.
the tables to sneak around him.
But yeah, just like first game, flashlight guards, they cannot see you at all unless you step in their flashlight. But new mechanic, guards can hear you, so if you're loud, you can actually distract a guard. I couldn't see where that guy's flashlight was because
This
the lighting.
outlet leads into Dimitri's nightclub. Hit the circle button to crawl
But clue
inside.
bottles are now all in the hub, and there's only
In order to
30 of
shut
them
down those
per
yellow
hub
lasers,
level instead of
you'll
having
need to take out
a
that
ton
guard.
of
Sneak up
clue
behind
bottles
him
in
and
each
press the-
level.
that sneak
So
attack
yeah,
slam move
it makes it a
only
little bit
works on
easier
guards
to
who
find
haven't
all her
seen you.
easier slash harder to find all the clues, because now you're not having to find all the specific ones in one level, and you can kind of find them while you're going throughout missions and all that. I'm just gonna take out the guards real quick.
It's purely a stealth move.
And yeah. Yep, there's that kick attack. Alright. You can tell when you're in stealth and out of stealth just based on whether your logo up there is flashing. You would have seen it flashing just a minute ago.
Judging by that
But yeah, it does let you know. It will also kind of pulse when you're
heart of Dimitri's operation.
stealthy near a guard, so it
It
will
rolls
kind of tip you
windows
off.
And take some reconnaissance photos.
I gotta wait for dialogue to
Tap
end
the
to actually
R3
take
button.
take
You know, click the
pictures
right
here.
analog stick
But yeah,
to bring up your binoculars.
to compensate by having
Already
less
outfitted
like
with a
clue
spy
bottles
cam.
and gadgets unlocked by clue bottles,
Right. Use the
you now
right
can
analog
purchase
stick to zoom in
gadgets,
and out
which
on
does make it a lot
photo
easier.
Tap the R1
So,
button to take a picture when you've got
Just
a good
just
shot.
going over changes in the first game and whatnot. There we go. You got to get it
That's
right
our
on there.
target, Dimitri, professional lounge lizard and international forger.
And a man with his own sense of style. And you gotta love the note of please do
That
not blow up
generator
generator.
seems to be powering the
We're going to
security
blow up the
systems down
generator.
here.
Yep.
Ingenious.
And that's what we're going
Dimitri's
for.
Using the clockwork tail feathers as printing plates. Given their rare alloy, they'll never wear out. Unlimited forged money. That should do it, Sly.
And this
Head back
is
to
how
the
the
safe
different
house and we'll
phases
cook up a
of the
plan
game
of
go.
attack.
Phase 1 is always reconnaissance. Then you get phase 2, which is like, and the different phases are set off by these cutscenes. These cutscenes really need to be updated though, because these are PS2 graphics, and you can tell. And it doesn't look good when you go from PS3 to PS2
patrols.
graphics
The sum of
immediately.
it all renders a direct assault
But
impossible.
ignoring that,
To solve
essentially
this
Bentley's
puzzle,
going to tell us
I'm
we
going
need to
do
gather
some
more information.
intelligence.
But
First,
how
replace
these
this bug
episodes go
painting with one
is
Dimitri has in his office.
first mission is always
Once
gather
in
some
place,
reconnaissance, take a bunch
we
of
should be able
pictures.
to listen in on his
Then the next phase, a
communications.
lot of it is always gather
Second,
more
if you
information.
see the boss,
Then
hail him.
next phase
We
is
might
always
learn
set stuff up
something
for the
from
actual
studying
heist,
his movements.
and then the actual heist.
Once
That's
we
pretty
got
much
a
how
proper
all the episodes
understanding
go.
of the operation, those
But
clockwork
even
tail
with sticking
feathers
to
are
a
as good
fairly
as ours.
strict format, there's sometimes it breaks. But all the episodes seem pretty fresh. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to call it for this episode. This has been Wreaker, and let chaos reign.